A lot to get to tonight. President Trump saying the U.S. would continue attacking Iran until they are no longer a threat.
And the U.S. government says that 11 Iranian ships have been hit and demolished, and more than 1,000 other targets have been struck. Let's go live tonight to our Columbus Bureau reporter, Morgan Trow, who has been tracking developments all day. And Morgan, you spoke with Ohio's political leaders about their thoughts.
That's right. Politicians are split on whether the attack on Iran was warranted or not. But all of them do agree that they do not want any troops in the Middle East.
Our last best chance to strike.
The death toll continues to climb after the United States and Israel jointly struck Iran over the weekend, killing the country's supreme leader, prompting counterattacks across the region. President Donald Trump says the offensive was launched to prevent Iran from rebuilding its developing nuclear weapons program.
Morgan, we are not out of the woods yet.
Republican Congressman Michael Rulli has typically been anti-war.
Having said that, if Iran drops a nuclear bomb or detonates a nuclear bomb in Tel Aviv or in Saudi Arabia or in Qatar or in London or in New York, it's the end of civilization.
Although he's concerned about uranium enrichment, Rulli says that he's supportive of the attack for another reason.
Sharia law is this monstrous thing that Iran supports. We saw it last month, the slaughtering of women and children and gays.
In January, human rights organization Amnesty International reported that the Iranian government killed tens of thousands of protesters.
We want to free Iran. We do not want boots on the ground.
Monday afternoon, the administration confirmed that 6 Americans have died so far. How do you reconcile the no boots on the grounds while already we're seeing American deaths?
Every single death of an American is tremendous. So I think we have to analyze where those missteps happen.
But some of Rulli's Republican colleagues joined the majority of Democrats in Congress who condemned the attack and the danger it poses to both American and Iranian citizens.
It is a clear violation of the Constitution.
Only Congress can declare war, but the president does have some authority for military actions overseas. But this action was a surprise to Democratic Rep. Shontel Brown.
This is something that should have been given congressional authority, but this president continues to usurp our authority, and our Republican colleagues on the other side of the aisle continue to be a rubber stamp for him to do it.
Democrats have argued that this puts the U.S. at risk when the Trump administration hasn't offered evidence that Iran is currently building a bomb. Should Americans at home be worried about counterattacks?
Yes.
How so?
Well, I think there's sleeper cells in this country, and I think we need to be on guard.
The Trump administration has not ruled out sending troops to the Middle East. And the president said earlier today that he does believe that there will be more casualties.
And Morgan, I asked the Ohio National Guard today, including the Major General's office, for comment about possible involvement of Ohio's Army National Guard and Air National Guard in the Middle East there, and part of Operation Epic Fury possibility there. I was told no interview today and no details on Ohio troops due to security reasons. I know we spoke earlier today. You also talked to the governor's office about this. Did they add anything?
Yeah, like you said, everybody is being very tight-lipped about Ohio involvement. But what we do know is that the troops that were previously deployed to Washington, D.C. have returned home. But we don't know if anything's going to happen with them anytime soon.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. Morgan Trout joining us live tonight from Columbus State House. Thank you.